Hello everybody, and welcome back to another game with me, Phoenix Vigo. Today we're trying something a little different. Both the game and the way we're setting up our video. Our video is streaming live through Twitch TV, and then there's some magic settings on Twitch to have it upload to your YouTube account. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how any of this is going to work. I messed with it and got the settings right because it was a little wonky when I first started. But it seems to be working now, so I'm going to give it a try. So today we're going to play FTL. I suppose it stands for faster than light because you click on the jump button a lot. It's a fun little game. It's very simple, but it has a lot of stuff you can do. There's all kinds of combinations of ships and stuff. So we'll just jump into it and go ahead and play. Start a new game. I've only played this, let's see, I think if I go to stats I can show you, a couple of times before, 5 times it looks like. This one was just a test. But these other ones, no, I think this one was, no, it's 950, yeah. So this one was the test. These other ones I died fairly quickly. This has been the best game here. I got 3,511. I made it to Sector 8, which is the final sector, but then the last boss killed me. So I've played it a little bit, but not an expert. So I don't know. Let's give it a go and see how it goes. We're going to play it on easy. Rename our ship here. Call it the Alexa. And then our crew, we're going to rename. We have Kirk. And this guy is Picard. And this guy is actually a girl. Call her Janeway. Alright, there we go. Except there's not really anything else to do on this first screen. The weapons you start with are based on the ship you start with, and since I'm starting with the I guess it would be called the Kestrel, this is default name. I'm kind of stuck with these weapons. There's other ships you can pick from. I won't show you those right now because you have to do things to unlock them. There's also other layouts to the ships, so you can see there's Type A and Type B. I don't have Type B right now. You have to do some stuff to unlock it, so it's different depending on which ship it is. So for this one in particular, I have to do 2 out of these 3 things to unlock it. So I can have 6 unique aliens. That shouldn't be too hard to do. Have every system and subsystem installed. If you buy a lot of stuff, I guess that's not so bad. Repair back to full health when it only has 1 hit point remaining. That one might be a little tougher to get yourself down to 1 hit point without dying. I don't know. So, I'm carrying data that's vital to the remaining Federation fleet. I'll need supplies for my journey, explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before a pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Cloaking prevents enemies from firing on your ship or charging their weapons. It also causes all currently flying shots to miss your ship. Okay, good tip. So here we are in our first sector. There's nothing to do in your first sector. You can set up your ship the way you want. You have down in this corner, this is your power right here. Then you have the different subsystems for your ship. So this is shields. Right now my shields have full power. And this little icon means there's nobody manning the shields. So I got 3 people on my ship. We will have, let's have Picard man the shields. So we'll send him to the shield room. I'll unpause it so he'll actually go. So he shows up there, and this little icon lights up now. So my shields are manned. When they're manned, it says increases shield regen speed, or recharge speed. So then we'll have Janeway go back here and man our weapons. And so our weapons are manned now. Actually, I don't know if that does anything. I don't think you can man weapons. Okay. Oh wait, I think I just... Yeah, there we go. So it wasn't letting her man anything because I didn't have any power to any of the weapons, but as soon as I put power to him, it shows that she's now manning this, and there we go. A little just telling me what they do. It doesn't tell me what the... Oh, there you go. Okay, so here's the bonus for manning weapons is reduces charge time. And then we have Kirk up here. He's flying the ship. This little thing is like a control yoke. It's the picture it's supposed to represent. It also kind of looks like a W, but anyway. He's up there flying the ship, and so to hit the jump button, you have to have somebody flying the ship. Also, you don't have to have anybody manning the engine, but that has to be functional. So he's taking care of that. And so all that's sorted out. We also have... okay, so these are additional subsystems that don't take any energy to use, but you get bonuses for having them. So you can see for having our helm here and having it manned, we get a bonus for that. We get, let's see, helps, requires a crew member to evade in combat. So if he's, so right now our evasion is at 10%. If he's not in that room flying, our evasion goes down to 0%. And also, like I said before, we can't jump. So I have to go back in there. And then this is our sensors. So with your sensors, the default sensors, you can, I'll show you that when it comes up, but basically the sensors let you see the inside of your ship and the inside of enemy ships, and the stronger your sensors are, the more you can see inside of enemy ships. This is our doors subsystem. You can open doors. I just opened all the doors on the ship, and close doors. You can also click on them individually to open and close them. And then this gives you, as you level it up, it gives you stronger doors. We also have one more spot we can man, which is the engines. That increases our chance of dodging, but I don't have another crew member right now to do that. I also don't have another energy bar to fully power the engine, so I think we'll just have to go with what we got. Up here we have shield strength. Right now I have one shield. I have the amount of oxygen on the ship. Your ship can lose oxygen if you open an exterior door to your ship, like these. That room will lose its oxygen. That lets you, if you can trap bad guys in there, you can suffocate them, or if a room catches on fire, you can let the oxygen out to put out the fire. And if you close the door, this will slowly build back up over time. I think it also kind of like, if you open the other doors to the ship, it'll slowly, or it'll fill this up faster by like kind of balancing out the air, but it doesn't do it like as fast as you'd expect. But I think it does help a little to do it that way. You can also see over here it shows our total oxygen level. This right here, this little O2 is our oxygen producing thing, and that will slowly refill our ship with oxygen if we lose it all. If it's damaged by an enemy, we stop producing oxygen. So, then we have up here, this is our fuel. Every time you hit the jump button to go to a new sector, or go to a new beacon, it takes one fuel. This is our missiles. When you launch, like this weapon right here, every time you shoot it once, it uses a missile. These are called drone parts. We don't have the subsystem on the ship yet, but there's another subsystem that lets you have drones, and they'll show up over here. And every time you launch a drone, it'll take drone parts. And then this is our hit points for the ship. Right now we're at full. And then lastly, this is our scrap. That's basically like your money in the game. So we start out with 30 bucks. We can actually probably go right now. I'll show you. You can upgrade your ship using scrap. So these are the different subsystems on the ship. They're the same ones as before. That I showed you down here and over here. And so you can upgrade them. You can also upgrade your total power, which shows up over here. Here's our crew. We got Kirk, Picard, and Janeway. They don't have any special skills right now because they haven't really done anything yet. And then this is our equipment on the ship. Right now we just have our 2 weapons. So we'll get into that more. For right now, let's go ahead and upgrade our main power so we can have one more total power bar. That'll cost us 20 scrap to do. And and we will accept that. So now we're down to 10 scrap, but we have one more power, so we can go boop, and now our drive is fully powered. So that gave us an extra 5% to our evade. When it was just had 1 in there, had 10% to evade. So there we go. Let's jump. So this is the sector map. Right now we're in a civilian-controlled sector. There's different factions that control the sectors, and that'll kind of like give you like what kind of, you know, an overview of like what kind of encounters you're going to have. If you're in an enemy-controlled sectors, you're going to run into a lot of fights. If you're in a civilian-controlled sector, you run into less, but there's still quite a few. There's lots of pirates and stuff. We started out on this one up in this corner. We have to get down to this exit, but we don't want to go like straight there immediately, because each of these things gives us a chance. It's a random encounter, and it gives us a chance to find something and get more scrap, more missiles, more stuff for our ship to build us up. But we do need to head in that direction, because shortly, after we do a couple jumps over here on this side of the map, coming from the left side here, we're going to start see the rebel fleet is going to start just coming and taking over this whole sector from left to right, and we don't want to be in those systems that they're trying to take over, or that they have taken over, because then the only thing you can do in those sectors is you fight a rebel ship, and you don't get to like really claim any scrap from them or anything. So it's kind of a waste of resources to do that. So you want to head towards the exit, but you want to hit as much stuff as you can along the way before the rebels catch up to you. So we're going to go to this sector right here. And what did we find? Small rebel ship nearby, refitted for transport rather than combat. Doesn't want to engage me. I think we're going to kill him. Let's demand surrender of their goods. And he's going to fight. They're trying to escape, it says, so I'm going to try and damage their drive so they can't get away. So spacebar pauses and unpauses the game. I usually pause first thing so I can assign all my stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and target with my missiles here. Missiles avoid their shields completely. You can see they have 1 shield on their ship. So I usually target their shields with that, knock them down, and then the burst laser, it fires 3 shots, so the first one will hit their shields and the second 2 will hit their ship. Target their drives with that. So I can see over here, this is what I can see on his ship. This is what the sensors allow me to see on his ship. As you upgrade your sensors, you can see more detail on his ship, like his guys or whatever. So we got these targeting his ship. We have it set to auto fire, so as soon as they're charged up, they're going to keep firing. If you have auto fire off, you have to tell it to specifically target something each shot. This, with auto fire on, it'll just keep shooting again and again. As soon as it's charged up, it won't stop. So let's unpause and see how this turns out. You can pause at any time to give orders. So we see I got our stuff charging up. He got the first shot off. He's hit our shield room. We hit him. Knocked his shields out. It looks like we knocked out his drive. Let's go ahead. Oop. Didn't do it fast enough. Alright, there we go. We blew him up. We got 19 scrap from him. Have Kirk go back here and help fix the shields. So you can see the little guys when they're in the room with the damaged subsystem, they fix it. Alright, have Kirk go back and fly the ship. Oh, our weapons must have got damaged as well. What's going on? Oh, I have to have it offline. Okay, got it. Good. Distress beacon, someone might need help. Excuse me there, just getting over a cold. I hit the mute button so I wouldn't cough in your ear, but since this is uploading directly to YouTube, I don't really have an opportunity to edit that out, I don't think, so little pauses here and there is me hitting the mute button so I can cough.